Hazel, these are some good numbers. What do you, let's go over some of these. The subscribers increase, data subscribers increase. What are you seeing here?
So basically, in the first quarter, the revenues were up by about 13.2%, largely driven by growth in their data, growth in data revenue.
Okay.
So growth in data revenue was around 20, and of course,
You would have invested at the time.
Look, anyway, we're gonna get to that as to whether to invest in it, but I mean,
80% is not a joke.
That's
a lot.
That's pretty heavy, Hazel, is it not?
yeah, I think so he did mention that the effective dividend payout is 80%. However, it's subject to board approval.
Right.
And it's
So the
also
board has to
subject,
approve
yeah,
it. Okay.
and it's also subject to whether or not in any particular year they have other cash needs. So if they're going to need to make maybe significantly more investment in something or the other, then of course it will come down a bit. But then he got it to 80%.
Wow, that made any investor excited. Okay, another thing, they said that they plan, as MTN Group plans to issue commercial paper this year worth about 200 billion naira. Now, I know you said that they didn't really specify what this money was going to be for, yeah? Okay, but I'm guessing, I'm speculating here that it may have to do with movement into 5G territory. What did they say about 5G service? Because, hey, look, if we're being honest here, some of us are 4G yet, or even 3G. But what
how many devices do we have that are
So
5G
so
compliant?
exactly what his point, what their point was, that I think if I remember clearly that they already have spectrum earmarked for 5G.
Okay.
However, that's not their focus right in 4G market.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
that's the focus for now.
Okay.
In regards to the
that's
commercial
smart.
paper, I think it'd be dependent on whatever credit spread that they come out with
Right,
when it does come out. So that
I imagine they'll get a good credit spread.
All right, so Benga says, so the MTN stock will not have an IPO, so many Nigerians can take a piece of the cake.
Speaking of which, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Dami says such large dividend payouts means less investment, lower growth prospects.
Yeah, but the company makes so much money. They still have earmarked cash for as far as capex is concerned. They still have big plans for that.
And OBJ from Lekki says, let the lady.
Look, OBJ, can we allow Hazel to continue analysis? Okay, Hazel, where do we think as far as how we think the stock is going to perform with regards to people who are interested in buying? There's always this talk about, look, when when a stock first, when the IPO first happens and the stock is first introduced to the exchange, it might be a rally, it might calm down later. Well, I mean, you don't have a crystal ball, but what do you think? How do you think it's going to perform at least the first few days, weeks, or whatever?
I think, like you said, typically there's most likely going to be a rally. There's pent up demand for this. I believe there's pent up demand for this stock because, like I said, it's meant to have been listed since last year, and people already reacted positively to its potential listing last year. So, and are still positively viewing the stock the proposed listing right now. So I think it's most likely going to rally in the first few weeks. I think people that already have the stock via the link notes that were done in the early 2000s.
So the existing investors,
yes,
yeah, okay,
would perhaps some of them might start to exit following the rally. So after the rally, so to take advantage of the extra gains from the rally.
Yes.
So after that, I think we then see some price discovery. So I think following the list in another 2 months or so, 2-3 months, we'd then see its real price. We'll see some real price discovery for the stock price, and
so you might settle down after that. So okay, so again, no recommendations here. Please, before if you're interested or whatever, please talk to a brokerage service. Get proper advice. I've tweeted the investor presentation. It's like 52 pages or so. So if you're interested, please go to Twitter. I learned my lesson with the Jumia report from last week. I spent 40 minutes here after the show was over on WhatsApp. When I was a little too generous. So please, if you want to take a look at the investor presentation from MTN,
go to Twitter.
Go on Twitter. We've tweeted it on the Smooth FM Twitter handle
at Smooth981.
Yes,
use that hashtag.
Yes, and it's very pretty.
Business Express 91.
Exactly. So go check it out there. Okay, I think it's time for us to talk about scams. We actually want to talk talk about scams to begin with, but we decided to talk about MTN first before going into this. So, quick story. Went to the gym over the weekend. I wanted to drink a protein shake. I wanted to go buy milk. Yeah, so I went to a supermarket.
Okay.
Pick up some milk to throw into my protein shake and just drink. So yeah, I'm the milk aisle, and of course, when you're talking about elasticity of demand and supply in economics, you talk about complements and substitutes.
Yeah.
So of course, when you go buy milk, you see all the complements for milk, right? Tea, chocolate drinks,
brands,
honey, all this
options,
stuff.
Yes.
So you're a fitness guy. You've heard of slimming tea, and Hazel, you work out as well, I assume. Yeah. The slimming. I saw 3 brands of tea that they called quote slimming tea, which if you drink it is supposed to make you lose weight. I shared this video on WhatsApp with people to look at. An analyst from one of the companies that comes on this show, I won't mention it, sent me a message saying, hey Rotus, I have a friend who was importing green tea from China and the sales were not doing very well. So he rebranded the tea as slimming tea. Sales took off.
What?
They took off. I mean, now by the way, I think we've all established
that's
it.
a psychological ripoff.
Right?
Boy.
Look, it's heavy. But that's just one. Loom. Shall we talk about Loom, please? For people who have been reaching out to me, and Hazel, you said people have been reaching out to you as well about Loom, right? Please. I don't know why we're going through this again, right? Because we had MMM before. And
sorry, what is Loom?
Thank you. Yes. Hazel, shall we?
A new Ponzi scheme.
The latest Ponzi in town. Yeah.
So as long as the simple thing principle for me with regards to this year is that as long as there's no underlying asset, you have to check that it's not a scam or it's not a fraud. So if it might not be, it might not be the regular traditional investments in sense of, oh, you're going to buy stocks in GTB or you're going to
invest in
T-bills,
fixed income,
fixed income, or the government some money. So even if it's investing in your friend's business, the underlying thing there is that business. So when that business prospers, you get your return back. Exactly. Or if you invest in a farm or something, when your harvest comes, then you get your return.
Right.
As long as there's no underlying asset and the underlying business, there's nobody you're borrowing money to as a fixed exchange rate or fixed interest rate, or even if it's a flexible interest rate. Point basically is that as long as there's no underlying assets in that sort of form, it most likely is a fraud.
Right.
And it's not the same as Ajo.
Right. Ajo, yeah.
It's the same as Ajo, where perhaps let's say 10 people contribute 10,000 naira each month.
Yes.
Everybody once in turn one person gets 100,000.
Right.
That's rotational savings.
Right.
However, in Ajo you can never get 800,000 because what happens? How do you get that 100,000?
Where is it coming from?
The pool is 100,000. So what you would get is 100,000, and what the next person gets is 100,000. Excuse me. Except if that money is somehow invested, and you get a return on the thing, whatever it is you invested in, which would also have to be something that has value. So you can't come out and you can't just do quote unquote Ajo and then come out with eight times your investments immediately.
So because in our job, basically, I mean, you can get 8 times, maybe if it's just spread across 8 people, 100,000 naira each. But the essence is you pay back, eventually. But this one, let's see. Loom sounds like doom. I'm sorry.
The Loom thing, they say if you bring, I think it's 13,000, and you come out with 100K or something like that. And I've somebody sent it to me on WhatsApp. If a couple people ask, I wish we would get to a point where folks say, "Hey, Rotus, so I heard about this. It's a scam. Can you warn people?" Instead, it is still Rotus. I heard about this. Do you think I should invest in it? So
because you know why? Because at the initial stage, it always has the appearance of success. Right. At the initial stage, the first 2-3 days to 1 week, everybody rushes in and they capitalize on that rush.
Right. So you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. So the newest people are
best description.
Right for it. Yeah. So please, people, watch out. So this and Nairametrics has an article on it. Please go read on it. Don't
Nigerians.
Anytime somebody says bring this money and you will get back X, as Hazel has excellently explained here, what is the underlying assets beneath it? That is what you really should watch out for. So please watch out for that.
It's illegal. So
it's also illegal.
So for instance, if the bank collapses, if you put your money in a bank and it collapses, you can go meet the regulator or the NDIC.
But this one has no regulator.
There is no regulator. There's not.
Bengal, it seems like, right, I mean, it's supposed to be like common sense, but it's not that common. This one says, loom or flip. As for me, I'm keeping my money in my pocket.
Benga, you're woke. Tell your friends and relatives and everybody, please. For those that don't listen to the show, warn them, please.
Papi K says, underline assets. Very correct. But most importantly, if the return on investment is abnormal, run.
You see, but thank you, Papi K. But then there are folks who can't determine what is an abnormal return because they just hear, I bring 13,000, I'm getting 100,000. Oh, yes, let me jump in. So please help out people, other folks. So please spread the word.
Emma from Akoka says, the looming disaster of people are falling into. Okay, no product, no service. About the unethical branding, it's very unscrupulous. It thrives because there's a market for it.
Right.
And Rainmaker, thank you very much. Your message is very long.
Rainmaker writes dissertation. He's talking about the 80% payout. Yes, Rainmaker, it's real, but as Hazel has said, it's certain. It's dependent on board approval, and also if they have other cash needs that they might, have to attend to. So that 80% for now, but that could fall.
And Yinka wants to know if it's MTN Nigeria you guys are referring to based on the report or MTN Global.
Yes.
MTN Nigeria.
Thank you, MTN Nigeria. Those figures.
I guess it's the money that's just bugging his money.
Yes. So we'll see. But again, please talk to your broker before making any decisions to purchase anything. Hazel from Sigma Pensions, thank you so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure to have you. Lagos, thank you for joining us. Please join Rotus on Twitter. Ask whatever questions about Loom that you want clarifications on. Send it to Rotankot, ROTANKWOT. This is Smooth Breakfast.
All right. Thank you.